Hello everyone. This is Jeje. I am a yoga teacher and I'm talking to you from, as you can see, you are following me already from Just Be UAE. We are here today to talk about backbending workshop that we will have it on the coming Thursday. It will be Thursday evening. The schedule already with just you. Thursday it will be in Arabic, and Friday morning it will be in English. I'm here today to just explain, to give you a brief explanation about what is back bend and bending and what we are doing exactly on that. And briefly, let's talk about the benefits of bending our backs and trying to stretch or strengthen our spine. First of all, before anything, if you are one of the people like drive for long distance, and just keep looking here and there, Facebook and Instagram. So sorry if I'm not looking to you all the time. So let's say that if you are one of the people driving long distance, if you are one of the people sitting long time on a chair on the office, let's say if you even feel sad or afraid or disappointed, let's say also if you are hunching your back, mostly of us when we feel sad or we feel disappointed or we feel that we are under pressure, especially with the situation nowadays, we immediately hunch our back. Even when we are screening the mobile or like trying to study something and we are not sitting in the right position, what happens that we are hunching our shoulders and automatically we are curving our back as well. So in this case, the blood circulation is not moving in a proper way. And also the oxygen is not flowing with the blood circulation and not flowing in your body. And there where we start to have the less in our breath, we even start to feel like when we are not breathing well, we start to feel like tension, and we don't even focus more because the oxygen is not moving in our body in a proper way, as I said. So there's also something, if you even like doing everything in a proper way, but you need to be more flexible and you have a strong spine for your yoga practice, or even for people who are in fitness, they have stiffness in the muscles, back bending usually is helping them. So I'm one of the big fans for when I say that back bending and the split, working in flexing, making our hips more flexible, and also working in strengthening and strengthening our back. This is a gate for any posture. If you ask me why, with full respect for any other opinion, but if you ask me why, because when we are doing back bending, we are working in the shoulders, we are working in the upper back, we are working in the middle and in the lower back. So, for example, let's say if you are doing you are doing down dog. If you don't have flexible spine, if you don't have a strong spine, you won't be able to straightening your leg. So you always need to bend your leg in order to have a straight spine. If you are working in reverse warrior, for example, we do warrior one, warrior two, then we do reverse warrior. So if you don't have a flexible spine or lower back, what happens? You won't be able to bend that much. Real pose, great pose. All of this, if you have pain, it won't be easy for you to get into the posture. When I'm talking also about the split, which is the coming workshop, it won't be now. When I'm talking with split, in this workshop, even we will work in some postures for flexing the hips. So the moment, like for example, when we are in high lunge, if you are in high lunge and you don't have flexible hips, you are totally not getting into the high lunge, not getting into the pigeon pose, as long as you have flexible hips. That's why I'm saying that I'm a big fan of the flexing the hips and having the strength, strong and flexible spine. Let's say that some people was asking about the benefits. They came up with some questions for just PU. What is back bending? So back bending practice or back bending workshop, it's still practice for yoga postures, which we usually do in all classes, but we are focusing more postures will make you more flexible, having more flexible in the spine, and you can even write it down. You can take it home and you can start practice by yourself. It's actually it's a practice where you can have more chest opening, because when we open our chest, this is the time we get the we start to work in our spine. It's actually practice also for strengthening and making the spine more strong, and it's stimulating the nervous system. And how this happens, we will talk about it later. Some people came up also with another question that what type of asana we will be using in this workshop. Let me tell you that, let it be surprised, but I'm going to give you headline that any posture will help us for chest opening, any posture will help us for shoulders, it's also stretching the neck. Any posture will help us in coming more into bending our back. That will be the practice we are doing during the workshop. Exact postures, maybe we can just have it in the once we are on the mat. Exact name of each posture. There was another question coming also to the studio that if you can do it in your own, for sure you can do it in your own. You can practice back bending in your own. The only thing that before you practice, I can do anything from YouTube. I can do anything from anywhere. I can watch anyone and do anything. But are you doing the right thing? Are you in the right process when you are sinking deeper with your spine, with your sinking deeper with your hips? When you are opening your hips, you are stretching your hips. We have to learn first when we have to breathe in and when we have to breathe out. When we can, let's say, when we can inhale and exhale in which posture. When I can start the inhalation and when I can get out of the posture with the exhalation. When I have to hold my breath and when I have to release it. Okay, so this is one of the things we really need to learn in order for you to be ready to practice in your own. This is only for you not to hurt yourself when you are on the mat. So that's why we encourage everyone to learn first how you can do it. Then you can start in your own. If you practice every day, I guarantee you, you will see a very good result in very short time. And it's going to be a surprise what we are going to do in this workshop. Okay, we have other questions came to us that can you briefly explain to us what are the benefits of the practice? For sure, we all know that the benefits of yoga mentally, physically, emotionally, but especially when we are talking about back bending practice or hips flexor, there are lots of benefits. Um, Let me first take the chance that we are in October and it's the breast cancer month, and tell you that the study shows that people, I'm even I was one of them 3 years ago, and I'm telling you from my own experience that when I was in chemotherapy and then when I was in radiation, it was very difficult for me to have any balance. It was very difficult to do any standing posture. So the only thing I was able to do that time, it was lying on the mat, stay on the mat, and just do stretch for the hips, for the back bend. This is the only time I was able to do anything. So the studies recently shows, it's not recently, it's like few years ago, but not lots of people aware about it, shows that people with having breast cancer, when they start to practice back bending and when they start to work in flexing their hips, they reduce the risk of having breast cancer. And for most of the people who doesn't know, breast cancer it's not only for women, it's also for men. So it's because it's also targeting the tissues, and we all have tissues in our body. Anyhow, I don't want to go deep in talking about medical issues, but I'm just telling you one of the benefits for back bending and for hips opening. It's the reducing the risk for having breast cancer. It's also for the people who have asthma. I even experienced with one of my students. She came after a few classes and she said that she is feeling better when she's breathing. When we start to work more in opening her shoulders and opening the chest, when she started to bend more her back, she came to me back and she said that she experienced that she's breathing better than before. So that was interesting for me to know also that people with asthma that they are breathing better than before. The other thing I want to tell you about the benefits of back bending, it's stimulating the nerve system, and this will be a longer talk. We will do it on spot when we are on the mat. I'm going to explain also how back bending is stimulating the nervous system. It's reducing the stress and releasing all the tension we are holding because I don't know if some of you know that or all of you knows that when we are under pressure, when we have like when we are intense, we have some problems. What happened that we are holding all this pressure on our shoulders, and this what I explained in the beginning. Automatically, you see you're hunching your shoulders and back, and you're curving your back. So once we work with the practice, once we start the practice, what happened that you are releasing all the tension you have in the shoulders, you are releasing the tension you have in the hips, because we will be working on the hips as well. So that is the time you will release the tension, and that's the time you are detoxing your organs, because we are increasing the inhalation more than the exhalation, which opposite any in yoga or any simple classical stretch. So the moment we do that, you stimulate the organs, you activate the kidney, and you also reduce the risk for chronic disease. We have two or three more questions came to us in this 3-4 hours in the workshop, which is happening Friday, Thursday in Arabic, and Friday morning in English. What will be the sequence we are using, or what we will do exactly in 3-4 hours? Let's say that we will start talking about into detail about the benefits. What I told you now, it's a brief only. We will be talking about the exact benefits of the workshop. We will be also talking how you activate, stimulate your nerve system. We will start with pranayama. I'm one of the teachers would like always to start the class with pranayama, breath technique, and ending also the class with different pranayama. For example, let's say Kapalbhati or Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana usually is always at the end. So we will be starting the workshop with pranayama. And we will talk also about the benefits for breath technique and for increasing the inhalation and exhalation, and when we have to do more inhale and more exhale. Let's say also that we will do after the pranayama, we will be chanting, then we will start the practice. We will have little break in between. It can be for very light snacks, and for sure water will be during the practice. What time the workshop? Okay, we have a question here came online that what time the workshop? The workshop, it will be in Arabic on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and in English it will be on Friday. So just we have the schedule. So it's going to be 6 to 9 on Thursday and Friday from 10 to 1. There are also some promotions and some discounts for this you will find with the studio for the people who is paying in advance. And there is also, let me tell you about we'll continue what we will do in the workshop. We will start with the benefits. We will start with the pranayama, chanting. We do the practice, and in between we will have the break for snacks. Water will be always in between the practice. There is also we will continue the practice after that. We will end up the workshop with the Shavasana and short meditation, which I usually do in all the workshops and any class. Any advice? Someone was asking any advice for people who confirm their attendance. They are asking if there is any advice before I come to the workshop. Yes, I would ask you please to eat minimum 1 to 2 hours before the practice. So we will not have heavy stomach because we will have spinal twists, we will have forward fold. So it's not recommended that you eat, your stomach is full during this time. Um, I also advise you, it's for hygiene, that you can bring your own mat. I am not sure, I know that there are mats here, but it's just an idea to bring your own mat for more hygiene. Your bottle of water for sure, and you can refill it whenever you need. We will be using blankets. If you have your own, that's completely fine. Small blanket just for the meditation at the end of the practice. Straps, if we don't have straps, it's recommended to have towels. So when we work in our opening our chest and shoulders and the back, we will be using some straps or even towel, just a little longer towel than the small one. What else I would ask you to bring? The blocks are here, so we will use them from here as well. I want you to stay positive. I want you to think about just make your intention for this practice. I also want you to set up your mind that nothing is impossible, because I have some students in the beginning when they start with me, they were saying that no way to come to wheel pose. Today they are doing wheel pose and they are doing other more than that, other postures more than wheel pose as well. Some people were saying pigeon, no way for me. I don't have flexible hips, but it's happening now after 6 or 7 classes. Anyhow, in the workshop, as long as it's 3 to 4 hours, you will learn more about the techniques. You will take your notes. You can do it in your home, and anytime you are most welcome to ask any question. And I always end any class, anything, any live by saying your smile is the gate access to any desire in your life. So you come up, you come to to their mat with if you decide to join us, you just come with your smile, with being mindful that nothing is impossible. I will do it, and the rest we will take care. I thank everyone who joined us for this short talk, and I thank you for your time. And I would love to see you on the mat on Thursday. If you need a workshop in Arabic, you please get in touch with Just Be. We will have it in Arabic on Thursday. Again, the one in English, it will be 10 to 1 p.m. So Friday, this coming Friday. So if you have any question, please come back to them. If you have any question about the practice or the workshop, you can text me directly, or you can speak with the studio, and I will let you know anything from what we discussed. For people who just join us, we're really sorry that we are ending the session now, sorry, the live now, but if you have any question about the workshop, let us know and we will update you. Thank you so much. Thank you.